Welcome to Career Talks with Sree. My name is Sreevidhya Santhosh and I provide unbiased guidance when it comes to higher education, premium institutes, entrance examinations, etc. You're watching Career Guidance Q&A Part 15, wherein I answer your queries. Let's get on to the questions. Today, the first question is from Etna Rose. Her question is, hi ma'am, could you please make a video on BDS and its master courses available colleges in India and how much marks we should have in NEET for this course? To Etna and all others who are listening to me, I will not be suggesting colleges to you, but obviously I'll be speaking about the premium institutes, okay, not the other colleges. When it comes to courses like BDS and all, there are a lot of colleges in India. So the private sector colleges and the other government colleges, if I start speaking about it, that won't sound good. I don't think so. So I would always suggest you to go and look into the NIRF rankings to know the better rating of colleges and stuff like that. But if you have a confusion regarding a premium institute, you can always name the institute and ask me to explain about that institute. I will definitely do that. But please don't ask me to suggest the best colleges in our country in the government sector or in the private sector, because that won't be nice. I'm not into admission guidance, okay? I'm into career guidance, and both are different. Now coming to Etna, let me explain you about what BDS is. BDS is basically a program wherein you are studying dental sciences and also dental surgeries, right? Normally people think MBBS, basically it is a 5.5 year program wherein we will be learning everything from head to toe, right? That takes 5 to 5.5 years, and this dental program, we are learning only about teeth, and that is also taking 5 years. What in the world is this? Because I've faced questions like that. I want everybody to understand that. Even if the name of the program is BDS, don't think that you will be studying only about teeth. Because all these teeth are one or the other way connected to various parts of our body, and as you know, if a teeth is plucked in a wrong way, you may even get paralyzed. So you have to learn about a lot of things. Don't think that it is simple. It's a very simple course. No, it is not like that. Okay, you have to learn a lot of things like any other courses. Fine. Once you complete your BDS program, now admission to BDS program, you have to write NEET examination. That is the only way to get into BDS, because once you complete this program, you are becoming a doctor. So you need to write NEET exam, wherein the basic eligibility is physics, chemistry and biology for grade 11 and 12, and then write the NEET program and get the required score for getting into BDS. Now she has also asked me to talk about the cutoff marks that is required. I'll give a link in the description box which will give you an idea about the last year cutoff marks and the base marks that were required in the so-called institutes of BDS for getting admissions. So please check that link to get a better idea on these things. And the master degree courses of BDS, there is a course called MDS, which is like master degree program. And some students, after completing BDS, they don't get into a master's of the same course. They get diversified into various other areas. Some go for MBA, some people get into hospital administration, you can go for a master's in public health. So there are many other options too. So that is something which you have to decide while doing your bachelor degree program. Because while doing masters in MDS, if you're taking MDS, there are a lot of specializations that are available. Okay, so you can take whichever specialization that you like and go ahead. And if you're not interested in continuing that field as a doctor, then the option is like masters in public health, masters in hospital administration. You can go for an MBA with any specialization, etc. The question is from Praveena Kannan. Hi ma'am, can you please do a video about BA economics opportunities in premium institutes? Pramina, when it comes to the premium institutes of BA Economics, I would ask you to look into the Central Universities of India. A lot of central universities of our country has got the best BA Economics program. For that, you have to write the CUET examination. Okay. Now, the BA Economics, what do you learn in BA Economics? You're basically learning about the fundamentals, theories and applications of economics. Once you complete your economics program, bachelor's program, you can go into master's, wherein you can specialize in a lot of things like econometrics or tax economy. So many specializations are also available. In BA Economics, you will learn microeconomics, macroeconomics, you will learn statistics. These are a few of the subjects that you will learn in BA Economics. Now, talking about the career opportunities, you can work as an economist, you can work in the financial sector as a financial advisor, financial analyst. Basically, people who do economics, they get into the sector of financial analysis. That is basically what they do. And there are some students who get into the Indian Economic Service. There is something called IES. So a lot of people get into it. And then you have job scope in government sector, you have in private sectors, you can work in banks, so many industries that you can work in. But the only thing is, you should have a genuine interest in the field of economics. If you don't have that, then studying this subject would be just a theoretical thing. Just for the sake of examination, you would be learning that. That would be no use to you when it comes to a career. We're really interested in the subject economics, okay? Because in grade 11 and 12, you learn microeconomics and macroeconomics. Do you really like this subject? If you like it, please go ahead. Good luck. Lakshmi is asking to explain about medical transcription course. Medical transcription, MT, is basically the manual processing of voice reports which are dictated by physicians or healthcare professionals into text formats. So you'll be listening to the audio and you will type that in your system. That's what you're going to do. And to listen to something and to type, should you go for a course? When it comes to medical transcription, you have to, because you will be listening to a lot of medical terminologies. These physicians or healthcare professionals, they will be dictating the medical terms, right? So if you don't know about that, you will not be able to understand what they were talking about. So you can make mistakes in that case. That is why you go to a medical transcription program, a course, wherein they teach about all these terminologies. When you learn these things, you get a better understanding about it, and that gives you more speed when you sit and type all these things. The basic eligibility to do a medical transcription course is +2. You don't have to complete your degree program for doing this. But if you are a science student, it will be much more easier for you to do this course because you have learned botany and zoology in your grade 11 and 12. So you have a fair understanding about all these things. That makes you little easier for learning a medical transcription program. Medical transcription is not a degree or a post-graduation program. Please understand. The question is from Anusha. May I know how to become a genetic counselor after doing PG in human genetics? That's the question. In India, genetic counseling is a post-graduation program and only few institutes provide genetic counseling program. So you can do your bachelor's in genetics and then do a post-graduation in genetic counseling to become a genetic counselor. In India, we don't have much of accreditations to do to become a genetic counselor, to get into the career. But that's not the case when it comes to a foreign country. Even if you do a course in genetic counseling, you have to write certain examinations and get a license to become a genetic counselor. In your case, you have mentioned that the question is like how to become a genetic counselor after doing a PG in human genetics. Just by doing a PG in human genetics, you can't get into genetic counseling. You need to have counseling skills too. You don't learn much of counseling skills when you just learn a human genetics program. So counseling skills is something which you have to acquire. For that, you can even do a diploma level program in genetic counseling. And after that, you can get into the career of genetic counseling. question is from Devika Santhosh. Can you do a video about pharmacovigilance? That's her question, with salary, etc. Now regarding salary, Devika, I can't say that like every pharmacovigilance student, when they get into a career, this is exactly the salary that they're going to get. Because in private sector, always the salary depends on your skills and abilities. Maybe you and your friend would have studied from the same college, you would have passed in the same grades, everything would be the same. But when it comes to career, you both may get a different salary. Because it's all dependent on your skills and abilities. That's what a private sector will look into. But government sector, as you know, there are certain grades that they have kept. So whatever you do, once you are selected, you get into that pay scale and accordingly you grow. That's it. Now, pharmacovigilance is basically any drug for it matters. It will have one or the other adverse reaction when we take it, right? So there should be somebody who should look into the after effects of all these drugs. Even before launching a drug into the market or after launching the drug. Even after that, you have to have continuous evaluation to know whether something is going wrong or not. So, pharmacovigilance people are those who will be working in this sector. Pharmacovigilance is basically one content that you will be learning while doing B.Pharm and M.Pharm programs. In M.Pharm level, you can specialize in pharmacovigilance. While doing B.Pharm, you study about these things. So, if you are interested in getting into this particular sector, please specialize in these programs in your master's level and go ahead. So, here we come to an end of Career Guidance Q&A part 15. I know that you still have a lot of queries in your mind regarding your higher education. So, whatever you have, please drop in your questions in the comments below this video so that I can pick those questions and answer those in the upcoming videos. See you in the next video. Goodbye.